Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another Monday night Grubb Cast. Little rainy evening. Good evening to be sitting in watching some crazy guy on TV or on the computer, I should say. Ain't got a lot of tournaments to go over tonight, but we've got a few things to go over, and then maybe we'll get into some discussions on what's going on the water. It's coming alive, guys. The water is coming alive. Give me 1 second here, my Facebook. Somebody throw me a comment out and let me see if I can see it on Facebook here. Happy late Easter to everybody. It was a good day yesterday, Easter. I got to spend on the water. Had a lot of fun. Buckeye Lake. Didn't catch a bunch, but I did catch a few. Okay, yeah, Rusty. Got it on Facebook too. So should be getting comments on both pages. Tonight, the bait. You ain't going to see very many of these baits, guys. This is a special one that Mike gave me last night that he poured up yesterday. It's the 2.5 jig chunk, but it is solid white. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. What the best thing, what the deal is with that solid white jig chunk. I'm doing good, Robert. Yeah, she's healed up. I done a little physical therapy this weekend. I went to Rocky Fork on Saturday and Buckeye on Sunday, so got a little bit of therapy in. I'm convinced that I don't have nothing for her. Sound like a good doctor, don't I? But I don't think I'd be able to do what I'm doing with something torn. So I think it's just going to take some time and get it healed up. But guys, again, just stay seated in a boat when they're being pulled out of the water. Concrete doesn't feel good when you do a head dive right into it. I'm a lucky man. That's what I can say. Okay, let's start this show out right with the sponsors. It makes it right for me. Fish Sticks Rods. Guys, I haven't sold a Fish Sticks rod in a long time. Let's see if we can't get one sold here in the next couple weeks. It's that time of year. Get you one bought. You won't regret it. Hook and Donkeys. Mike really makes up the plastic, guys. I can't just say enough. I can't say enough about Hook and Donkeys. Sanborn Builders, guys. If you need something built, deck painted, deck built, remodeled, get a hold of Sanborn Builders. Ace Hardware down on Richland Avenue. You can buy everything from Bam Bam sticks to Blue Rock bait and tackle, electrical, plumbing, you name it. You can get it there. You can get fishing stuff. You can get all kinds of stuff at Ace Hardware on Richland Avenue. Hobbs Roofing. Anybody up around the Akron area, Canton area, get a hold of Hobbs Roofing. Pizza Stop out here in Albany. Get you some Pizza Stop. They make a wonderful supreme pizza. They make a wonderful chef salad. I almost stopped and got one today, but I just come home and Mike had given me some ham yesterday, so I warmed up some ham, and actually I just put the beans on in the crock pot to put on tomorrow. I'm gonna make me some bean soup. Southern Ohio Sanitation. Need porta johns, septic tanks taken care of, get a hold of Southern Ohio Sanitation. Williams Sun Construction. You need a house built, garage built, remodel, you name it. Williams and Son Construction will be there for you. They'll hook you up. And Raccoon Outfitters, the newest sponsor, guys. You want to get you a kayak or any kind of stuff for kayaks, they're right down here on Route 50. Right across the Raccoon Creek. They have camping over the weekend camping or overnight camping. They have they'll take you up, you and your wife or girlfriend or whatever. They'll take you up on Raccoon Creek and put you out in kayaks, and you can kayak back down the Raccoon Creek back to their place. So get a hold of Raccoon Creek Outfitters. Get you a kayak or supplies for a kayak. I got mine down and got it all ready the other day, and I am going to I'm gonna go put it in the water here before long. The temperature's getting right. Yeah, Aaron, I'm healing up. That therapy this last weekend on the water helped me a little bit. I was hoping to get a little bit more arm stretch at Rocky, but the water collar was not the right collar for me, and Buckeye gave me one little stretch, and he got off right at the boat. But it was a good weekend of casting, and it's still sore. I'm in a little bit of pain right now, but it'll be all right. I'll get better. And guys, if you want anything carpet done, work done, he's got a really good cleaner. I should write it down, so I got it down here in the basement. Speed, I think it's called Speed Clean. It will clean your boat up. I mean, you just spray it on, rub it off, and it's clean. I'm really impressed with it. He also does carpet or sea decking in the floor of the cockpits of the boats, recarpets boats, you name it. Get a hold of Aaron Stricken down in Willisburg, Ohio, and he'll hook you up with your boat stuff. Got a good boat mechanic down there too to do some stuff on Mercury motors. He does Mercury lower units too. So get a hold of Aaron down at Willisburg, Ohio. If you need to get a hold of him, get a hold of me. I got his phone number. I got to get his son on here. I was busy last week and didn't get a hold of him to figure it out, but I'm going to get him on here so we can talk to a college kid and see the experience of how it is coming up through the college world. Okay, only one tournament last week that to report on, and that was the Lake Snowden tournament on Wednesday night. With first place going to Donnie and Dylan Phillips with 4.68. Dale and Steve had second place with 2.97. They also had Big Bass at 2.97. And third place went to Gary Barnhouse and John Butcher with 2.67. I think we had 9 or 10 boats there. I wasn't there. I'll be back there this week. So it will be a fun time. You know what? Yes, Jack. This Friday, April 25th, open house at Boat Things in Columbus, Ohio. New tackle shop, Premier Tackle, a premium tackle, and also Blue Rock is now in with. They have Blue Rock tackle in there, so stop up on Friday, for their open house at Boat Things. Bear with me here, guys. Give me 1 second here. I got to type this in and. Okay. Sorry about that. But yeah, guys. Oh, and if you haven't seen my boat, I've got it wrapped from Graphic Designs in Waverly, Ohio. If you want to get a boat wrap, they're very reasonable with price, and they do a wonderful job. For club members, our Rocky Fork tournament is this Saturday. Get there early. I think launching at 6:30, 7 or 6:30. I'm not 100% sure exactly on the times yet. I can look that up real quick. I feel like I'm not prepared tonight. Yeah, we're starting at 6:30, guys. Saturday, 6:30 at Rocky Fork. So we'll post what time we're going to meet at the marathon and leave if anybody wants to come down to the marathon and meet us. But we're launching at 6:30. There's some more tournaments going on down there, so we're going to have to be careful. As everybody's seen, that there's been some boating accidents. One tragic boating accident down at Smith Lake, and just guys, we got to be careful. I'm bad about the racing too, and but we just got to be careful. There's not brakes on a boat. You can't stop a boat. So, but yeah, guys, let's talk about the bait we're going to give away. And somebody was wasn't on earlier. It's a 2.5 white jig chunk. Guys, it's that time of year. The water is getting to where it is. A lot of people don't like it. I love it. I ain't gonna hold it back. I love it. You're not gonna go down, Ron? It's that time of year. The water temperature is almost touching 60. That means the girls are going to be up wallering on the bank. And man, I like to look at them. When Mike give me these, oh, that's right, you're going to West Virginia. When Mike give me these, maybe we can get together before you leave if you haven't left yet. When Mike give me these, I said I need a pack of them. Guys, when they're on the beds, white is the best color to use for me. That way you can see the bait and you can see the fish, and you can see the bait when the fish eats it. And they will eat it if you got patience. That's a lot of people don't have the patience. I've got patience. I have sat and looked at a fish for over an hour. If it's big enough, I will look at it for an hour. If it's reacting like I want it to. It's got to make reactions, to make me stay there. Yeah. Turn on the bait, roll, stick around. Okay, Ron, I'll do that. Just react to the bait when it comes in the bed. That'll make me stick around. I've lost tournaments because of it, and I've won tournaments because of it. One that stays in my mind forever. I was fishing a club tournament at Lake Snowden, and this fish was over 5 pounds, probably way over 5 pounds, but I'm going to say 5. And that is fishing for it, Rusty. Just because you can see it, that means I'm still fishing for it. I can't make it get on the bait. I got to make it eat it. But I hooked this fish 3 times and lost it. And I was like, I'm not leaving until the tournament's over. And right before the tournament's over, I hooked it the fourth time and got in a hurry. And instead of netting it, I was like, well, I'll just swing it in the boat and get back to the ramp. Well, when I swung, it hit the side of the boat, fell off, and went back in the water. I went to the ramp and loaded the boat up. I'd have won the tournament with that fish if I'd have just took the dip net. But when it seems like me and somebody was talking the other day, you can go pre-fishing and you'll catch fish and just swim around the boat, walk back, sit down in the seat, lip them, look like Gerald Swindle or somebody. And you get a tournament, you hook them and you reel them like you're on a winch. And then you're trying to swing them or you're trying to horse them to the boat and they pull off. I had that happen yesterday with a fish at Buckeye. I was horsing it, trying to turn it to come back the other way to get it to the other side of the boat to walk back and lip it because I didn't have my net out, which I was just pre-fishing, so it ain't no big deal. And she pulled off. But, that's one thing. When I'm pre-fishing, I hardly ever get the net out. Only time I use the net's when I'm tournament fishing. So, but yeah, guys, it's that time of year. Water temperature is touching 60. And the only thing that's really going to hurt me down at Rocky Fork, I feel, is the stained water. It's going to be harder to see them. And they may, Rocky's not 60 yet. It's 55, but I think by the time next week comes, it's going to be right. And I'm looking forward to it. I only get about 2 weeks of it, and then it goes away. But, and then as Rusty commented on here, you guys see, then I'll be fishing for him instead. I guess I'm not fishing for him when I'm looking for him. I feel that I am. I'm fishing for him more because I know that fish is there. That's one thing that I like about it is because I know I'm fishing for that fish. I can see it. When you're just riding down the bank casting, you might make 30 casts and they're not, and 20 casts of them 30 may not even be a fish within 100 yards of your bait. When I'm looking at it, I know it's sitting there. So I know it's there. And they spawn again. You're not killing the spawn. They spawn again. It's proof that they spawn again. If they wasn't spawning again, they wouldn't have the state of Ohio with it not allow you to fish during the spawn or any other state. So, but yeah, guys, any of yous out fishing, doing any fishing? Like I said, this last weekend was a holiday weekend. There was a tournament down at Rocky Fork Saturday, and I think I might be able to find, pretty sure. I know that Tony Walls got second place in it. I think I might have found it. Yep. Okay. First place last week at Rocky Fork, and this was the TBX Open on Rocky Fork. First place was 16.38 with, it was Dave Kyle and Shane Davis. That was first place. Second place was Tony Walls and Dean Osborne, or Osborne. I don't know if it's Dean or not. It was Osborne. And they had 13.18. Third place was 12.73. That was Edgar Case and Mike Kelly. And fourth place was 11.73. And it was Liggins and McClure, and they had second big bass at 498, and Jason Kohler had first big bass at 561. Guys, and if you haven't been following along, there was a 9.3 caught there 2 weeks ago. 9.3 bass caught at Rocky Fork 2 weeks ago in a tournament. That is a big fish for Ohio. And there's a lot of big fish down there. I can't catch them, but there's a lot of big fish down there. Okay, well, we might as well do the trivia question. I got quite a few on here, so we'll do the trivia question. Before I do the trivia question, again, you guys, I just really appreciate all the views and I just had a friend text me, Santa Rosa Lake State Park, New Mexico. They're staying there tonight. They're traveling over to the Grand Canyon. Him and his wife in a camper. That would be a fun trip. But yeah, just I appreciate you guys being on here, watching it, and sharing it, and just the views I'm getting is it's amazing. I really appreciate it, guys. Okay, trivia question. Got all kind of stuff going on here. Wait a minute, what's this? Let me look. Phil Carver just sent me a picture. Okay, Phil, this was Indian Lake. They had an open at Indian Lake Sunday. First place team was Cornwell with 19. Wow, that's a bag for Indian. 19.09. Big bass at 5.8. That's a sack for Indian Lake. Second place was the team of Howe and Rice at 14.75. And third place was the team of Mapes with 14.32. Yeah, 1909 for a bag on Indian. Wow, what a sack of fish. Thanks, Phil, for sending that to me. That's what I say, guys. If you guys will send that stuff to me, I'll put it out here. Jack Miller says Thursday morning. That's right. Yeah, Thursday morning, safe light through noon at Buckeye Lake. They're running the tournament on Thursday mornings at Buckeye Lake. Steve Calder is from safe light to noon, all the way through the end of June. So, and then we're still doing our Wednesday tournaments, guys. Don't forget them. We're getting a good turnout. If everybody would show up at the same time, we'll have a good bunch group of boats there. I'll be able to be back this week. I'm caught up in mowing, so I'll be back, and my shoulder's better. I'll be back. Tim, I'll see you down at Indian Lake, or I'm not Indian Lake, Rocky Fork Saturday. Yeah, bring the banana. Guys, that's something too that I'll just give you. I started this about probably 4 or 5 years ago. I got a foam banana, and I took it to one of the Bassmaster Classics, and I had all the pros. Even it may have been longer than 4. Well, Aaron Martin's, his signature is on that banana. So that's how, it's one of the last years he was at the Classic. And I've got Gerald Swindle. I've got Bill Dance. I've got all kind of pros autograph this banana. And then in our club, what we do is if you win the tournament that day, you get the banana at the next tournament. You get it till the next tournament and at that tournament in your boat, and then give it on to the next winner the following at that tournament. So it's that bad luck of the banana in the boat. So I had it all autographed, signed, and we pass it around to each member each year. So it's something a little fun. And there's a lot of good names on it that's, good memories. Okay, let's get this trivia question done. Okay, who won the second Bassmaster Classic tournament ever fished? Who won it? The second Bassmaster Classic was ever fished. Who won it? Yeah, Don or Phil Carver, you got it. Don Butler. Phil Carver got it. Don Butler. It was the second Bassmaster Classic. Nope. Yep, on Priest Reservoir in Tennessee. I was looking to see, it didn't come up what year it was, but Don Butler, he won it. Phil, send me your address, and I'll put these baits in the mail to you tomorrow morning. You can get them in time to throw them at one of the lakes. Yeah, Barnhouse might not. He was probably, as old as he is, yeah, he was probably fishing back then, 1972. That's probably the year Barnhouse graduated high school. But yeah, Phil Carver, send me your message me on Messenger address, and I'll put these baits in the mail to you tomorrow morning, so you can get them and try them out on one of the things. Yes, I can do that too, Phil. I can give them to a child. Absolutely. Can I consider myself a child? No, I've already got a pack. But yes, I will give them to a child. Actually, we got some kids that's coming out and fish, or young adults coming out fishing Lake Snowden on Wednesday nights, some high school kids. I'll give them to one of them. I'll come up with some question and ask them at the thing. I appreciate it, Phil. That means a lot. Guys, it's been a good night, and I appreciate you's all been on here. And I'm going up, I think, and calling early night. I stayed up too late and got up too early in the mornings through the weekend. So it's going to be an early night for me tonight. Yes, we do, Phil. You got that 100% right. We need to help these young adults, the high school kids and young youth kids out, keep them on the water and off of the computers on playing games and stuff. So, thanks, Jack. I looked for you up there yesterday when I was at Buckeye. I'm going to, Mike. I'm going to enjoy their soaking in the refrigerator right now with ham and ham bone in them, soaking to put in the crock pot tomorrow morning. I might have to quit mowing early tomorrow evening, just get home to have my beans. Okay, guys, I appreciate it. We'll see you next week. Stay safe on the water. Go out, and Rusty, look at some of them. Maybe your fishing will get better. Okay. See you next week.